how fun a tournament is whenever you don't see Godly at the bracket.
Yeah.
No, but now out of the jokes, you are completely right with what you're saying. Marker right now has been completely dominating the bracket, but Ra1n has to develop his play, and just like I said just a second ago, those sword strings are just cooking. Like the mastery on the character can really be shown. The gravity cancel daylight won't connect, but he is really confident on the way he's throwing those gravity cancels, especially against a legend so heavy on punishing like Fate. Ooh, gravity cancel silent won't connect, but still the damage lead is obvious.
Another thing to know as we kind of step into our final set of the day or at least our last matchup. It could be a grand finals reset. Never know if that's gonna. But our last matchup of the day, our last players, Ra1n has demonstrated an ability to perform in any circumstances. If they're in the lead, they'll hold the lead. If they're in a deficiency, they'll just come back from it and they'll land a straight Sayer. And there's not a lot of situations you can put Ra1n in that they don't have an answer for. They can play fast, they can play slow, they can get big, huge plays and big clips. They can play a bit more kind of bread and butter and careful and just beat you out on the 49 to 51s.
And also shout out to Jupiter for the 10 viewers raid.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much, Jupiter.
You also you came in at the perfect time. We are just starting Grand, so you could not time this better. So.
And we have one hell of a set going on right now. Actually, Marker is playing pretty nicely against Ra1n, and he, you know, considering the amount of time that he was in a disadvantage, the amount of damage that he got from that exchange wasn't at all that much. Like, he's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty confident. You know, we're talking about the person who not only is in grand finals, but he's on the winner side. So right now, Ra1n really has to take 2 different sets out of Marker if he wants to have the chance to win the tournament. And Marker is finally starting to show, you know, what he's made of with those heavy spacing with the side and just keeping up, building up damage. I feel like Ra1n is, this is the part where he's actually going to have to show off how much he's learned in the tournament, how much is he able to adapt, and if he's capable of outplaying the Marker. See what I did there?
His whole day has led him here.
Sorry, wait, I spaced out.
I just said his whole day has led him here. Like this is the result of what a month's worth of work and sweat and effort poured in this game, and this is where this has led him.
That weapon does hurt my soul. The way he was able to catch that recovery of the stage. Right now, Ra1n, who was looking to be the prospect to beating Marker, is actually struggling to get the stock. And I don't remember if this is game 1 or game 2, but it seems like Marker superiority completely changed the outcome of the match, you know? Like, what is going on? Marker is just able to keep his cool head and just completely turn every single event around, and Ra1n, although able to take the stock out of Marker, he's in a pretty bad spot, honestly.
Yeah, is Marker gonna get the first point in the last set?
Ooh, daylight connects. He cannot take another one of those in this map. Sayer connects, and that's gonna be the end of first game for Marker. Yeah. A whole 360 turnaround for him.
And so, I think... Do we think we're going to see any character swaps from Ra1n? Marker, probably unlikely unless we see Ra1n really step it up, which, like I said, more than enough room to prove us wrong, buddy. So, really, really hoping that we see Ra1n step it up. But do we think Ra1n would need to swap a character or swap something about his mentality before we could potentially see a reset?
I feel like Ra1n has to just try and see the errors that he's committing right now, and how... For on a standpoint as a caster, I can see that Ra1n is a player that heavily relies on punishing and just going for strings based on the movement of his opponent and the way he's dodging. But Marker is not only able to see that that's what Ra1n's going for, but he's able to use that on his advantage to capitalize and just punish Ra1n whenever he's trying to get it. So it's really just it's a matter of shifting your playstyle accordingly to the person that you're playing against, and that can be pretty hard. Like, it can be easy to say, but pretty hard to do, especially in a scenario like this, like grand finals, where all the stakes are completely on the table, and you can be pretty nervous. Like, there are a lot of thoughts that might just keep your mind while you're trying to just get the win.
You know, now that I'm seeing the second game unfold, I think you are exactly right about that, because I'm trying to like run through, and I can even maybe some brackets, I don't think I can remember the last time I've seen Ra1n play something other than the Val, and Ra1n's extensions with the sword and the ability to turn 1 hits into 4 is actually really, really beautiful, and they're always able to take more than you
Ooh,
think
nice.
you can with sword, and we're starting to see that really come
Beautiful.
through in this second game as Ra1n weapons decides to stick with gauntlets, most likely in preparation of like, if I get then I'll have sword next. That, or they're really trying to get this extra credit, since you can get some pretty nasty combos on gauntlets, and it's kind of hard to tell which one he's going for, but ultimately, we're definitely seeing which one happens, regardless of what he was going for.
I want you to notice how wild it is whenever Ra1n is not hitting the opponent, how close he's able to stay in regards to like doing fast fall and stuff like that. He's basically at the same distance to his opponent all the time. And it kind of shows the way he's just like constantly trying to put on pressure on his opponent. Now that's spacing with the sword, trying to imitate what Marco was doing with the orb a little bit. And it's working out pretty well for him. Ooh, that gravity cancel could have been really, really bad if Marco was able to capitalize on that. Honestly, I think it's the first time in all these sets that we actually see Marker struggle to like get the dominance on a game, and I mean, in a way, I'm kind of happy about it because I really want to see Ra1n pop off. But then again, I gotta consider the fact that there are 2 sets ahead of us if I want this outcome to occur. And oh, that side stick with that hitbox.
Ooh, some platform tag? Wait, hold on, was I seeing that right?
Oh yeah, this is back dash side, like back dash side. It's just come on dash. Oh no, that ground ball is bad. A lot of people really sleep on the ground pound on side, considering how good it is to just keep the opponent out of the wall.
I think it's very committal, and it has a very small threat range, so I can understand why people sleep on it. But right now, Marker is going to peek into an alternate timeline, a parallel dimension where people fear and respect that ground pound. It's honestly a pretty unique way of sight.
Okay, Ra1n trying to lock in just like last game, trying to like get the strings up. I'm kind of surprised how once again, just like in the first game, Ra1n was looking to have the superiority for the most of the match, and now how the turntables. Marker once again with the lead on the stock, and Ra1n just struggling to build up damage, but every single time he misses something, just a tiny bit of damage comes back his way, and that's really what's making the difference right now. That recovery that somehow doesn't get the kill, maximizing the distance, switches back into the sword and locks it.
Marker, game lead, set lead, looking to extend both of those quite generously.
Ooh, the downer.
If he does, this entire tournament could have his name on it. But Ra1n actually starting to slow things down, starting to realize, hey, if I'm committing, I gotta choose my openings a lot more carefully. And Ensig was a very, very smart call. You can start to see that Marker is starting to be a bit more careful and really respect the space that Ra1n is trying to the field, but fate closes in, quite literally. And now Ra1n is at a very, very difficult spot of any tournament, really, but also probably the most difficult of a spot you can be in a tournament. 0-2 from lower side from Grands. This is going to take a miracle to work, but also I think a miracle might be somewhere in the cards, because during that last game that really came. If Marker, if one of them made one tiny adjustment in the last 10 seconds of gameplay, we.
Not only that, but also you gotta take into consideration the map that we're in right now. This is probably the worst matchup map for both characters that they're playing, because the ceilings are so high and the walls are so far away. It's gonna take a lot of damage buildup to actually be able to get it stuck. And Marker getting a little bit too cocky with that down second arm might have been really bad for him, because now Ra1n is back into the stage and he's finally starting to build up some damage. I will say that was some crazy aggressive gameplay that we saw at the beginning of the match. This is game 3, everybody. If Marker's able to seal the deal, he will conquer the Spirit Realm Last Legend EU tournament. Then again, I still have my hopes Ra1n can show off and at least take one game out of this, but oof, that Ensig will come out of nowhere and just take the stock away.
Ra1n does not have many chances left, especially considering that Marker is so confidently, like even between stocks, flexing some platform tech, like that's still a little impressive to me. I still got a soft spot for that. So Marker moving incredibly
Nice spacing
confident,
with the sword.
and I feel like Ra1n is having
Oh
a
no!
very,
Oh no!
very
Oh
difficult time
no!
with some of these interactions. Second guessing, getting his dodges read. Ra1n backs against the wall. This is going to be a very, very difficult game for him, but not a 3-stock.
I swear to God, I sometimes when I get hit by a dare on the side, it just feels like my Dutch button disappears, and I just have to accept it and take it. You know, like it's so wild the amount of damage and the facility that it has to just get those strings out and just completely decimate your stock. Ra1n is in a very tough position. I'm pretty sure he's double thinking and just not choosing the right answers right now just because of how nervous he is, and it's really just a shame. But it's also just it's the game. It's just the beauty of a fighting game, the beauty of a game that it sets you one-on-one against another person, trying to see who has the best skills, and then Ra1n's able to wake up with a crazy string that almost gets a stock, but no! Marker with a gravity cancel dealer grab mode and a second grab mode, that might be it!
My God, Marker
Third
moved
one, dealer
so
grab mode!
confidently on the field. That is some of the most confident movement I have seen in quite a while. Marker is feeling himself today.
And Marker
Ooh.
getting the third game of the set, solidifying himself as the champion of a Spirit Realm Last Legend.